Today I only went to Olive Garden for dinner. My lunch was paid for by my company. We went out to eat at a place called Caspian where we had Persian food. And it was fine. It was fine. I liked the kebabs. They had some nice meat and beef, but they had like a chicken barbecue thing. It was chicken sausage barbecue, but it kind of just tasted like hot dogs. So that was fun. But Olive Garden tonight, I ended up having to go alone. Ariel had to work late, and so I went and had to eat by myself. I don't know if many of you guys have eaten by yourselves at a restaurant. I hadn't until last year's Olive Garden Pasta Pass, and it's a trip. It's weird. People look at you weird, but it's also could be just because I look at them weird. That's probably it. I was served by the super nice hostess who used to be a hostess and is now a server. She is equally nice, if not even more nice, now that she's a server. She used to take us and be super nice when she was hosting. She's older woman, middle-aged woman, and it just makes me sad that she's working at Olive Garden. But I think she has a lot of fun, which I am all for. If you're having fun doing a job, that's what you need to be doing. She was teamed up with Meth Head, who is also another server at Olive Garden, who we actually have had a few interactions with even before we had the Pasta Pass last year. She'd served us one time, and she's just crazy. I don't know if she's actually on meth. I highly doubt it. I bet she's probably a nice mother of four who teaches her children how to be gentlemen and respect women and be honest and loyal. And I'm sure she's a great woman, but she just is all over the place while she's serving people. So those two teamed up together, made for a really fun time tonight. They brought me Dr. Pepper and they got me set up to eat by myself. And I have this fear of dining alone. You know, I also am afraid of dying alone. But dining alone, it's scary because I had to go to the bathroom. And so I ordered and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I was kind of worried that they thought I was just going to leave, up and leave because no one was there to hold my place. But obviously I didn't, and they didn't, so it all works out fine. I ordered the angel hair pasta with Asiago garlic Alfredo. I like Asiago, the word, because it reminds me of the bird from Aladdin. Kudos to you if you can put the name of the bird from Aladdin in the comments, because I don't actually know what it is, but it's something like Asiago. So I got that also with the crispy shrimp fritta. And I had ordered this already before, actually, and I really liked it. I got it at the one in the business part of town, and I really liked it. And then tonight it was not as good. I did not eat as much of it. It wasn't as tasty. It's fun because there's actually little pieces of garlic in the sauce, but it just wasn't as good tonight. Meth Head, who was kind of bouncing around the whole area. There was an old woman who was also sitting by herself. We had made eyes at each other a couple of times. And she started talking to her, and she was like, oh, what's going on? Is your family coming? And that's kind of how she talks. What's going on? Oh, is your family coming? And the woman's like, no, yeah, my family's coming. She's like, oh, is it your birthday? What's the special occasion? She's like, oh, no, they actually are coming back from vacation from an island in Mexico. And she was like, oh, it's Cancun? Which island? Isla Nubles? I don't even know. I think that's the island from Jurassic Park. But the old lady's like, no, it's not any of those. It's an island that no one knows, which is where I want to go on vacation. I also ordered the salad tonight, and I'd heard people before order it with ranch dressing instead of the normal Italian dressing. So I was like, hey, let me try that, because I've tried all of the different things on the pasta pass now. Let's switch up the salad. So they brought out the salad, and they brought it with a little serving cup, and you had to pour it yourself. They don't tell you that about when you get ranch. If they tell you have to pour it yourself, no one would ever order it, so I guess that makes sense. A couple of old people came in and sat down pretty close by me, and their server came out, and she was like, hi, my name is, and the lady goes, yeah, I'll have the salad, and I want the spaghetti and marinara sauce. And I just thought that was super funny that she was old and didn't care at all about her server. I guess it was rude, but because she was old, she got away with it, which is why I want to get old. I want to be that guy shaking his cane at the kids on my porch. I don't think kids do anything by porches anymore, but hopefully they bring that back in the future. Also, a blind guy came in and like he was following his girlfriend or wife or somebody who was like holding on to her shoulders, and they're doing like a conga line. And I just had like a weird moment of like, what is his life like? Like he had no idea I even existed. He passed me, he sat down where I could see him, and I kept watching him. And although he did keep looking at me, I don't think he actually was. He was wearing sunglasses, but I feel like every time I was staring at him, he like turned his head. So I don't know if he was either faking it or Daredevil. Probably none of them, and I was just making it up in my head. But like, how weird to be blind and not even know that your server has like a funny haircut. How weird is that? What a weird life they must have. When you're by yourself, when you're eating alone, it's much harder to people watch. People automatically assume you're a creeper because you're eating alone at a restaurant, so you kind of are a creeper. So it's harder to watch. People look at you and think that you're creepy. So that was no fun. When I paid with the Pasta Pass, the super nice hostess, who's now his server, didn't know what to do with it. No one seems to know what to do with the Olive Garden Pasta Pass. She said I was her first, which is fun, even though this is like the second week now. And so she had to ask like 3 other people. Well, I could hear her, and then they finally found a manager who knew how to do it. Since I was alone, I made a to-go order to Ariel, or for Ariel, at the table. And then when I left, I like walked up to the hostess place, and I came out of the back. I was like, "Hi, there's a to-go order for me." And the hostess just stared at me like, and she said, "What's your name?" And I said, "James." She goes, "Oh, okay, I'll be there for a minute." I thought it was incredibly judgmental. I mean, maybe I want to eat here and take something home to eat. So what? But it was pretty funny. Oh yeah, and then when I sat there and waited for the to-go order to come out, the hostess grabbed Mexula. I don't know if you guys remember Mexula. He's a cross between Dracula and a normal Mexican man. He's like a bus man at Olive Garden, and he's super fun. She was like, "Hey, do you know anyone who smokes cigarettes?" And she was like, "Cigarillos?" Like, Mexula doesn't know the English word for cigarettes. But he didn't know anybody or didn't want to help her, and I don't blame him. So yesterday I had forgotten to add on how much weight I had gained, which was a travesty because as of yesterday, only yesterday, I gained 2.6 pounds. That's the same amount I had gained the 4 days before that. So I doubled my weight in one day, which was crazy, bringing my grand total up to 5.2 pounds in 1 week. In 1 week, I gained 5.2 pounds on the Olive Garden diet, so I'm pretty excited about it. Today, I gained 0.06 pounds, bringing my grand total up to 5.6 pounds. I'm getting pretty big. I'm gonna hit a number here soon. I'm almost 200 pounds. I've never in my life been weighed this much, so I'm kind of excited about it. I'm also freaked out about it a little bit, but I'm excited to be going on this journey. Tonight I paid $18.87 for my pasta, and then I paid $10.79 for Ariel's to-go order, bringing our grand total up to $359.60. I hope that's right. But that's it for today. Look forward to more tomorrow, and I will be back soon.